Welcome to SAT School. This is our fifth video on profit and loss. From here we start on money exchange. Now let's get started. As we know, different countries they have their own currency. Like in US, they have US dollar. In some of European countries, they use euro. In Canada, they use Canadian dollar. And in Nepal, they use rupee. But there are some countries where they don't have their own currency, like Ecuador, East Timor, El Salvador, British Virgin Islands. So these countries and some other countries, they don't have their own currency. Instead, they use US dollar. Now here is practice question 14. The question is using rate of Rs 122 per US dollar, you have to calculate US dollars for 76,860. Now here 1 US dollar is equals to Rs 122. Now we have to find how many US dollar will be equals to 76,860. So the given is Rs 122 equals to $1. Now you can change that Rs into 1 or simply 1 Rs equals to 1 by 122. Now here you have to find for 76,860. That means Rs 76,860 equals to 122 times 76,860, and which is equals to 630. Meaning 630 will be equals to this 76,860. That's why 76,860 rupees is equals to US dollar 630. So this is how we convert one currency into another. Now here is practice question 15. The question is if 10 Japanese yen is equals to Rs 9.4, then you have to convert this 42,550 Japanese yen into Nepali rupees. So as we did in practice question 14, there was Nepali rupees into US dollar. Now here you have to change this Japanese yen into Nepali rupees. I think you can try this. You practice this as I show you in practice question number 14. Here we change this rupees into US dollar, and we have to finally change this 76,860 into US dollar. Here again you have to change this Japanese yen into rupees. Now there are some reason why we do some money exchange, like for business purpose. In export import business you need foreign currency. That's why you have to change your currency. Similarly, if you go abroad for any reason, maybe for travel purpose, maybe for immigration purpose, then you need some money of that currency. Even for your study purpose, then you have to carry the money of that that country. So there are different reason for money exchange. The reason again is the money that you use in your country may not be applicable to the country that you are going for your business purpose, again for traveling, for study, for immigration or whatever. Now here are some of the terms that is used in money exchange, like purchasing or buying rates as well as selling rates. Now purchasing or buying rate is the rate at which bank or money dealers, or you can say the exchange counters, they buy foreign currency. Next is selling rate is the rate at which they sell that currency. The point to remember here is purchasing or buying rate is from the side of the bank, meaning from their side the term is used. The selling rate is the rate at which they sell that currency. And the next is selling rate is always greater than buying or purchasing rate. Just for example, if the selling rate is 120.78, then the buying rate is always lower than that selling rate. In this example, that could be like 120.38. So this is just for demonstration purpose. Just the point to remember is selling rate is always more than buying or purchasing rate. Now again, this selling rate is from the perspective of the bank or money dealers or exchange counters. So this selling rate is from the bank. Now suppose if you are here and this selling rate is from the bank, that selling rate becomes the buying or purchasing rate for you. This selling rate, which is 120.78, is from the bank, and that selling rate is your buying or purchasing rate. So there is opposite relation. If the bank is selling, then you are purchasing. Now in this example, this purchasing or buying rate of the bank is your selling rate. Here the bank is purchasing or buying, and then you are selling. So the interesting is, when bank sells you, it sells at higher price. When bank buys from you, then it buys at lower rate. And from your side, when you purchase from bank at the higher rate, and when you sell bank at the lower rate I mean. So here bank makes some profit from selling and buying rate. Again, this selling rate is from the bank side, and when bank is selling, then you are purchasing or you are purchaser. And when bank is buying or purchasing, in that case then you are a seller, or you will get selling rate. And again, selling rate is always greater than purchasing or buying rate, and that is how the bank makes profit from exchange rate. Now here is a practice question 16 related to purchasing and selling rate. According to central bank, the purchasing and selling rates of $1 are 119.78 and 120.73 respectively, meaning the purchasing rate is 119.78 and the selling rate is 120.43. As I told you already, the selling rate is greater than the purchasing rate. Now you have to find how many US dollar can be exchanged with this 65,879. Meaning, in the first example, you are the buyer. You are going to buy US dollar from the bank. In that case, the bank becomes the seller. So for bank, it will use the selling rate. As you are buying or you are the buyer, again bank becomes the seller. Now here in the first question, you have to use this selling rate. Now in the second question, how many Nepali rupees can you exchange with for $50? Meaning you are now going to sell the dollar to bank. You are the seller in this case, and the bank is the buyer. Now for the second question, the bank use purchasing rate. For the first question, the bank use the selling rate, and for the second question, the bank use the selling rate. Again, let's rewind. The first question is, how many US dollar can be exchanged with 65,879? Here you are going to buy US dollar with this amount, which is 65,879. That's why you are the buyer. or you are going to buy US dollar from the bank. If you are the buyer, then bank becomes the seller. That's why bank use the selling rate, which is 120.43 for this question. In the second question, how much Nepali rupees can be exchanged with for $50? Meaning you are going to exchange this dollar, or in other words, you are going to sell this dollar to bank. Now in this case, you becomes seller and the bank becomes the buyer or purchaser. In that case, the bank use purchasing rate, which is 119.78. So use selling rate for question 1 and purchasing rate for question 2, and try this question. Complete this challenge. I will see you in next video. This much for today. So thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed our channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get notification as soon as I upload my next video. Thank you. Take care.